morning, y'all. I promise you all, when I went to bed last night, I didn't think I was going to be in front of y'all today. Y'all see I got this Pittsburgh hard hat. I didn't play for Pittsburgh, but y'all know who did, right? Hines Ward. He practiced on this same field. Now, many of y'all probably been playing football your whole life. Ray James been playing football your whole life. Since middle school. How many of y'all play all through middle school? Y'all been playing a minute. I played football 3 years. I didn't play kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I played in 7th grade at Babb Middle School. First year, broke my arm. I didn't play 9th grade. I didn't play 10th grade. I didn't play 8th grade up. I played 11 and 12 and I started. I was always a hard worker, but like some of y'all, I got the letters to go play football. I was scared to go to college because nobody in my family ever finished high school. My 3 older sisters who went here, they didn't finish high school. I was scared to go to college. So I ain't take no football opportunities. I went to Georgia State and flunked out. I joined the Marine Corps and got a whole bunch of discipline in my life, and I was able to reflect. And since then, I worked in law enforcement. Since then, went to law school, worked as a lawyer. I'm a professor. I'm a business owner. We got 200 employees. And what your coach is saying is exactly right. Success leaves clues, and those clues, when you listen to Hines Ward, I was listening to him on the way over here. He said you just got to do the simple things excellent every single time. Every route, every sprint, every push-up, you want to be perfect at it as close as you can. You ain't got to be flashy. Just do what the coach say do, and do it to perfection, and do it over and over and over and over again. So why am I here today? I went to Forest Park High School, and I remember the teachers at Forest Park High School are responsible for my success. You're looking at the folks who care about you. I just had a conversation this past weekend. He's the Solicitor General of Clayton County. The Solicitor General is basically the person who prosecutes you if you commit a crime, a misdemeanor. The DA does the felony. Charles and I both went here, and I said, Charles, I live my life right now to pay back what our ROTC instructor did to us. Here's what he did to us. For a classwork assignment, he said, like Coach said, write down your why. He said, write down all the goals you want to do in life. Every career you think you want to do, write it down. Write it down. Write down the colleges. I wrote down Georgia State because I was scared to go play football. I didn't want to go too far off. Should have. Let me tell y'all, I've done everything on that list. Lawyer, professor, model, actor, law enforcement, military, writer. I've done it all. You gotta write it down. You gotta know your why, because it's gonna happen. If you don't know what your why is, you can either act on life or life gonna act on you. You either gonna work real hard to get what you want, or what you don't want is gonna take over. They got a quote, it says that, you know, it's kind of like the weeds. If you stop pulling the weeds, they're gonna take over. You act on life, life act on you. And so I'm really here, I was just gonna tell the story about Hines Ward. Y'all know his story? Y'all know his story. So his dad was in the military. His mom from Korea. They got married, they came here. When he was a child, a couple of years old, dad left and abandoned. Mom is here, she don't speak no English. She's from Korea. She was raising Hines, working 7 days a week for a couple of years. And then his dad came and took him from her. She in a foreign land, husband left her, kid gone. I think he goes to New Orleans, Louisiana, something like that. After years and years of her trying to get him back, she finally get him back. Now he's here. And he talks about coming to the school and being embarrassed of his mom because she's Korean. And all the kids are making fun of him. So he said one day he got out the car and he looked around and the kids was pointing. He's like, yeah, look at him, you know, his mom Korean, whatever. He was embarrassed. And he looked over and he said he saw a tear come out of his mom's eye. He said all the way up until then, he was embarrassed about his mom. But he said that day it changed and he began to be proud of her. And that work ethic is what helped him get to the NFL. What do I mean by work ethic? The fact that she worked 7 days a week just to make sure that he was okay. The fact that she's in a place that she don't want to be and everything that she values is taken away from her. Her husband and a child, but she still fights. That's where he get the fighter mentality. So when I came today, I wanted to tell that story because I'm more impressed with his mom than I am him. Why? Because all that he is came from his mama. She was a hard worker. She was a hard worker. She had the work ethic as Coach talking about. So I'm telling you all, if you're willing to work hard, you will find success in life. My thing is, I don't do anything unless it's overachieving. I don't want to be like nobody. You don't want to be like people. If you're like most people, you're going to be average, because most people are average. You don't want to be that. So if coach says run a lap, you think in your mind, well, he'll give me 1 lap. After practice, I'm running 2. You're not going to put your demands on me and your demands be the highest I achieve. I got to have my own. So if you ask me to do something, I got to ask myself, is that enough for me, or do I want to be greater than this? Sometimes you got to take a break. It's hot out here. You don't want to overwork yourself. But you got to know that the folks at Monday's Meal, Love, Joy, Morrow, they're all practicing. And like you said, when you're not practicing, they getting that much better. I got a son who plays soccer. He's playing high school soccer in middle school. And I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, you lied to your coach. You lied to your coach. Well, I didn't lie to him. He gave you a packet and he said, this is the workout you're supposed to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you ain't doing it. So you know how many days you done lied? For a month straight. For a month straight. When you give somebody your word and you say you're going to do it, unless you're sick about to die, you need to do it. Your word means something, because people are going to depend on you. Just like y'all depend on coach, just like y'all depend on the bus driver to take y'all to the game. What if the bus driver don't show up? Y'all got to forfeit. So when you give your word to somebody, make sure you commit to it. Make sure you commit to it. But respect your coach, man. Y'all are blessed to be out here. He don't have to be out here. Y'all are blessed to be out here. Take full advantage. And so I'm not trying to preach. I really just came here to talk about, I'm filming something, 21 days, 21 rapid ways to win. And so what I'm doing is talking about the reflection and the importance of reflection, right? Reflecting on the past, being aware of what's going on around you, preparing, being intentional and disciplined. And I do this mostly because I'm a member of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, and I chair our Violence Prevention Committee. So when I went to this school right here, somebody held a gun to my head, and he wanted to kill me over a girl I was dating. I had a friend who was shot and paralyzed, who I ran track with here, played football with too. I lost countless folks to gun violence. I mean, I seen folks shot and killed. So what I do mostly, pretty much every day, is try to save young black males from dying to gun violence, because y'all 20 times more likely to die to gun violence than whites. And gun violence is a leading cause of death for teenagers in this country. And so that's what my fight is. That's my why every day. I'm trying to save myself. I was just like y'all, so I care about y'all. I don't know about the kids down the road. I just come back home and try to help people who I understand. And so these life lessons that you learn on the field, they directly translate into life. So when you don't work hard on the football field, you're probably not going to work hard in the classroom. You're probably not going to work at home. Your mom say take out the trash, cut the grass. Your work ethic, however you do anything is how you're going to do everything. And it starts right here on the field. So make sure that you're giving it your all. Last lesson Hines Ward said is that he wanted to make sure that he was a well-rounded player. He wanted to be skilled at every position. He took as much pleasure in blocking than he did catching the ball as a wide receiver. And what did that translate into? When he got to UGA in the span of about 7 weeks, he played 3 positions. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Because he had worked on his game all around, and y'all can do it too. But again, I'm not here to preach or nothing like that. I'm proud of y'all, but I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to be familiar with your surroundings, and who you hang out with and where you go. Because 1 second, 1 decision, it'll change your life. Change your life. Jumping in the car with the wrong person, being aware of who you're around. Your friends are pretty much who you're going to be like. So if you want to be successful, you're trying to go to college, you should be hanging out and talking to college athletes today. Chatting, phone call, text, hey bro, what should I be doing? If that's what you're trying to do. But again, if you ain't trying to do nothing, if you're not acting on life, life is going to act on you. So you can either be what you want to be, or you're going to be what the environment around you forces you and turns you into. And so I'm not going to do the gun violence spiel. I already took up enough of y'all time, man, but just work hard. Listen to your coach and work hard. And set your own standards. Don't be average, don't fit in. Don't be average, don't fit in. If everybody else is doing 5 push-ups, I need you to do 6. If everybody else is practicing 2 days a week, I need you to practice 3. If everybody running 20 routes, I need you to run 40. Because you're gonna set yourself apart. But y'all good, y'all out here, y'all already enjoying some success, because y'all up this morning, y'all made it here. So thank y'all for having me. Thank you, Coach, I appreciate it.
Hey guys, again, man, that, like I say, walked up. It wasn't something that was planned or anything like that. First time ever meeting this man. First time ever meeting. And like I said, came in, shared some things with you guys. And like I say, I like for you to hear things from not just my mouth, but people who've been here, done that, and successful. All right? And just like you said about Hines, I was just telling Coach Moss about Hines. So, correct, Hines came to Georgia. Hines was the first time he touched the ball in high school football, we had Hines at running back. We put him in, we playing Henry County, and we tossing the ball on the toss sweep. Hines was our third string quarterback. So the second string quarterback was in. The guy who he wanted Hines, wanted to be like Chuck Robinson, was the starting quarterback. And we put Hines in, we're gonna get him in the game. We put him in at tailback. Throw him a toss, and he goes 80 yards. 80 yards, touchdown. First time he touched the ball in high school on varsity. Hines come to the University of Georgia. Well, after that, you know, he took over quarterback, one of the best quarterback in the nation. All right, he comes to Georgia, and it's like, okay, you know, you got Eric Zaire here, Bobo, you know, so what you gonna do? Hines came in, and he started his first game his freshman year at tailback. And I know I talked to some of you guys about Terrell Davis. All right, and I told you what type of guy that guy was, right? Well, Hines started before Terrell as a freshman. All right, so that means a lot. So Hines ended up playing running back. Then we needed somebody at quarterback. Bobo and them got hurt, so we moved him to quarterback. Bobo and them came back, we put him at receiver. And I'll never forget, I was telling Coach Moss, we moved him to receiver. And we competed at Georgia. We competed, I mean, one-on-ones and all this and that. I mean, and we gonna give it to you. Hines was having trouble getting off the press. Having trouble getting off the press or whatever. And he stopped me. He said, hey, it's after practice. He said, come work with me on getting off the press. And just like I told Coach Moss, said, and we would be there after practice and we're talking about, okay, why am I pressing you? What are you doing? What's your release? We're talking. And he's getting an understanding from what the defense is seeing and why the defense is doing what they're doing. So it was not a surprise to me when I saw him at Pittsburgh because, like I say, he was as tough as a nail when he was here. Continued to work. He always wanted to be the best. Always driving. And like you say, he could never learn too much. The more you know, the farther you go. And that's why he was in that position to go and Hall of Fame. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir.
So, just like we said, guys, you got to make up your mind. Ain't nobody do it for you. It's up to you. If it's to be, it's up to me. All right? That's the sign that we saw when we walked in and out of Georgia. If it's to be, it's up to me. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
And just like you say, you're here. So what are you going to do? All right? All right, we're going to get a quick water break. All right, and then we're going to see where we're at time-wise. But anytime, guys, I told you guys that everybody thinks football is all about physical. But I think this is very big on mental because this is a mental lesson that you guys need to hear. And every time I get an opportunity to let someone enlighten you about, you know what I'm saying, their path and, you know, reiterate the things that you're hearing from us as coaches, from teachers in the building, from your parents at home, your loved ones, I'm going to take that time. Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, break it down and get out of here.
Get it quick, man. Oh, break it down.
All right, go me. All right, go 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hard.
Man, what you doing here? What you doing, man? Hey, good to see you. Yeah, man, I know him from Augusta Cat. We run a lot of our program over there. Okay. In fact, he was on the CBS News special over there, the highlighting the program we was doing talking about gun violence. I remember what you said. You said they get a gun, they think they cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what's up, man. Small world.
Yeah, like I say, I wish you could come over and, you know what I'm saying, give us, you know what I'm saying, that type of support.
Say less to fit it up. I come back all the time to talk to ROTC. I never really came back to talk to sports. You I just try to stay in my lane. That was my bit with meeting you. I always talk about, things happening for a reason, and today was about being prepared. So you asked me to speak, and I was ready. You know what I'm saying? So now, man, I love it. I always come back here. I've been coming back here for the last 25 years.